He had a great personality. He just a real neat guy.
A lot's changed since August 2nd, 1996. The area around Highway 68 in Greensboro is not immune to that.
This morning, police found Parker dead in his pickup truck along Highway 68, the victim of a gunshot wound.
What has not changed? For 25 years, since Fox 8's first coverage of his murder,
with the police gone, tonight family members came to the scene.
Is the identity of Joe Norman Parker Jr.'s killer remains a mystery. Joe, better known as Skipper, grew up in Oak Ridge. His mother describes him as having an infectious zest for life.
Made you laugh all the time.
Like his father, he went to Oak Ridge Military Academy. Then he was off to Elon.
Now, investigators say this was first called into 911 as a traffic accident and to somebody passing by on the highway. That's probably just what it looked like. But there are tire marks right in the grass, also skid marks on the road.
But his parents pulled him out for a year. And that's when he started working at UPS on an overnight shift, explaining why he was out in the early morning hours when bullets pierced through the driver's side of his pickup, which ended up in the thick brush that once lined Highway 68. He would have turned 20 later that month. This cross has stood there ever since.
Friends and family say they'll remember Skipper most for the kind of person he was, a person they say had no enemies.
Doing what any 20-year-old would do in the mid-90s. He's trying to find himself, trying to figure out what he's going to do with his life.
12 years after Skipper's murder, the Greensboro Police Department got a cold case grant partnering with other local agencies to create a triad cold case initiative.
This is 20-some years of investigative work over several detectives.
They screened 135 open homicides, which spanned decades.
Of the top 5 that we narrowed down, this case was probably in the top 5.
Skipper's case landed on the shoulders of now 23-year GPD veteran Detective Tony Hinson.
The investigation began twofold.
There were no known witnesses because it was early morning and the area was so remote.
Did he engage with someone in a verbal dispute on the road that ended in gunfire?
The idea of it being a random killing became less and less likely.
Any homicide that occurred in Greensboro gained a lot of attention.
Back then, only a handful of homicides happened in Greensboro each year.
I've been more focused on what I call victimology, looking at him. Did he have any personal enemies? Did he have anything going on with him?
To better get to know him, Hinson's traveled looking at persons of interest or people who knew Skipper for years.
I have been to Massachusetts on this case. I have been to Ohio. I've been to Alabama. I've been to Florida.
He's entered the shell casings into the National Integrated Ballistic Information Network.
The detectives didn't have the time back in 1996, the ability to look at ballistics from a different angle that we can now.
So potentially, if the gun used to kill Skipper was used again, they could match it up.
The motive or the lack of motive in this crime has probably been the #1 hindrance in trying to solve this crime.
There's also the possibility DNA advancements could provide a lead, but all roads lead back to UPS.
So really his only purpose for coming to Greensboro was employment.
Which is why Hinson continues to search for anyone who worked there in the 1995-96 timeframe.
If they can come forward and say, hey, I knew Skipper, just anything that would help us to kind of get an idea of what was going on with him, potentially at work.
For a family so scarred by their loss, they can barely bring themselves to talk about it. For a detective close to the end of his career,
not knowing that motive, it does tear you a little bit. You don't want to leave anything open.
For a near 20-year-old who's now been gone for 25 years, looking to bring their pain, suffering, questioning to a close.